Yeah, big drip. I fell in love with a lit bitch. Hey.
What is going on, YouTube? It's Randy NYC in the building, man. And this video is gonna be a story time, man. I'm telling y'all, this is a crazy story. First time I ever got caught scamming. Now, I know you're thinking about scamming, like, what the hell? Why was you even doing that? But yeah, shout out to my boy Tay, man. You know what I'm saying? I was just on the phone with him, and he's just checking out the channel too. But yeah, scamming. First time story time. Yo, I'm telling you guys, it's just crazy. Like, scamming is just not the right thing to do. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Let me start off right now. So let's call this man. Let's call my friend. Let's call him. What we gonna call him? We gonna call him Drew. All right. So his name is Drew. So this is my friend from school. His name is Drew. And, you know, so basically it's me, Drew, and my father in the story, basically, right? So let's call this man Drew, right? All right. So my friend Drew, you know what I'm saying? He gets money, you know, he finds ways to get money, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't, you know, he works, he actually gets money a certain way, but, you know, otherwise he gets money a different way. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I never judge nobody, you know what I'm saying? They do their thing. That's what they do, you know. I don't judge nobody, and I don't get into none of that stuff. But basically, one day, you know, my friend Drew was hitting me up. He was like, yo, I got an opportunity for you, you know what I'm saying? We can make some money real quick. And in my head, I'm like thinking, like, I don't know, like, should I even do it? Like, because my friend kept telling me, you know, kept insisting he wanted to make money with me, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy. I still love him to death. That's my guy. I love him. Yeah, like, you learn from your mistakes. But this is what happened. He kept hitting me up every single, like, he kept hitting me up about this situation, about getting money. So let's say we had an opportunity to get money, all right? So we was basically gonna find a way to just lie to the bank or whatever that we lost our card, my card actually. So I lost my card, and basically I was gonna make a claim to get some money back, and we was gonna split it, me and my boy. And so what happened was that, so me and my boy Drew, right? He called me in the middle of the night, you know what I'm saying? Because I told him I wanted to do it. I wanted to make money. I don't know what I was doing, but I wasn't working, and I just wanted to make some quick money, easy money. Now, you hear that, when you hear easy money, bro, you know that's like, there's no such thing as easy money in the world, man. And I learned that the hard way. But basically, all right, so we was gonna do something, right? Me and my boy Drew, he called me in the middle of the night, you know what I'm saying? And he has some money basically for me to put in my card or whatever. So I went to the bank, I put the money that he gave me. I don't know how much it was. I think it was like maybe $800 or something like that, or even more than that, something like that. But yeah, so I put the money in the bank, right? And I kept putting it, basically, I didn't put it all together. Like, at the time, I didn't know that you could put money all together at the same time. So I just put it like 2 by 2, 1 by 1, you know what I'm saying? Like an idiot, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, you know, when you go to the bank, you could just deposit the money, you know what I'm saying? Just stack up the bills and put it there. But I did not know that. So I just kept doing it 1 by 1. And basically, in my head, I'm thinking, yo, should I even do this? Like, it felt kind of sketchy. You know what I'm saying? Like, my boy wasn't lying to me. We was going to make money. But it's just that it felt kind of sketchy and just didn't feel like the right thing at the time. But this is just what I get for doing that. Like, but yeah. So I put the money in the bank 1 by 1, 2 by 2, something like that, right? And yeah, it was like $800. And then I would give my boy my debit card. I would give my boy my debit card, and he would go home with it or whatever, right? And then we had this other plan. Like, he had a plan, so he knew what he was doing. But then the other day, he was like, yo, we gotta find a way to do this. Like, say that you lost the money, or say that you lost the card, or say that basically somebody took your money or whatever, and that you want to claim it back. So what happened was this, literally, I went to what is it called? I went to Yankee Stadium. Now, I'm from New York, so if you know what Yankee Stadium is, that's the Yankees, you know, New York Yankees. But yeah, so I went to Yankee Stadium. I think I was going with my family for like it was like a celebration or whatever. We was gonna see artists I think A Boogie was there, CC Sabathia was there. It was like a little thing that we could just see celebrities play baseball or whatever. But it was alright when I first went over there. It wasn't nothing crazy. It's just not the same as seeing real baseball players play baseball. But yeah, so I'm sitting in Yankee Stadium and my boy calls me. He's like, yo, so basically I'm at Yankee Stadium. I'm by Yankee Stadium, right? And we're going to say that we lost the money or whatever, or they took the money by Yankee Stadium and that you dropped your card or whatever, something like that. And I was like, all right. I'm going along with it. I'm like, all right, let me see if I can make some quick money, man. Let me see if I can actually do this. And then, so my boy, yeah, Drew, he basically takes out the money. He takes out the $800 that I put in the other day, remember? So yeah, he takes out the money, and basically he tells me that I should call the bank and tell them that I just lost the money or whatever. And I was like, okay, all right. I was like, and also he wanted me to I think Square Cash some other money that he gave me. So basically it was Square Cash and it was the money in the bank. It was like $800. So I think I had Square Cash, what, 200 or something like that. But this is what happened was, I felt weird at the time, even when I was in Yankee Stadium and I was talking to my messaging my friend, like, yo, like, but I didn't really say nothing. And I was just thinking, yo, let me make some easy money real quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? So let me do that. It was the next day. I went to the house. And my friend calls me. He's like, yo, go to the bank like at 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning around there, and see if you could file a claim, you know what I'm saying, to get the money back or whatever. And I was like, all right, let me get up in the morning. Let me make sure nobody really see me, because I didn't tell my father, I didn't tell my mother, I didn't tell nobody about this. And I was just trying to make easy money, as y'all know. So basically, at 9 or 10 in the morning, I went to the bank, and I went to the person, like the bank teller or whatever, the people that you got to talk to about that situation. And I was like, yeah, I want to file a claim, you know what I'm saying? Because I lost, I think it was $700. Let's say I lost $700. So I put that, I filed the claim, and I said I lost $700. And then the next next hour, I just went home, I chilled out. It wasn't a normal day, but it was just, I felt like I was getting away with it or whatever, la la la. But then me thinking at the back of my head, like, yo, like, my father literally looks at my transactions, you know what I'm saying? Because I was younger at the time, and we was sharing an account. So it was not a smart decision by me. And basically, he saw, no, not even he saw, I think it was my stepmom. Yeah, my stepmom. She basically was like, she was telling my father, yo, he went somewhere in the morning, and if it was kind of weird, I don't know where he went. So she has that in the back of her head. So think about it, like basically a kid that's going somewhere in the morning and don't say nothing. It's just kind of sketchy, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you really think about it. So then what happened is my father, you know what I'm saying? It's in the night. He comes home from work. He's chilling. He's looking at the bank statements. He's just checking, because my father's a man that, he's a great man with money. He knows what he's doing. He makes sure there's everything in order and la la la. You know what I'm saying? As he should. And you know what I'm saying? When I go, as I should, you know. But what happened was, so he was checking the bank transactions, and he saw that it was like $660, what was it, $100, $200, $150, what is it, $300. You know, it was all at the span of $700, I think it was, or $800, something like that. But my father was like, what's going on? Like, so he called me, you know what I'm saying? I'm over there in my room, I'm chilling, and I'm thinking I'm getting away with it. I'm not really thinking about it. And then, out of nowhere, I come in the room. My father tells me, yo, what's this going on with your bank? Like, what is going on with this money? Like, where does money come from? Like, what happened? What happened? What happened? And then in my head, I'm like, yo, what should I do? And you know what I'm saying? Like a dumb person, that just a dumb kid that makes a mistake, says, I don't know where that money came from. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where that money came from. I never deposited no money. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what this is. So he's like, okay, I believe you. You know what I'm saying? You're my son. You know, I believe you. I was so dumb when I was younger, man. And he calls the bank, you know what I'm saying? Because the bank, you could call them, I think it's 24 hours, and you could basically find out what happened or find out something. And then he called the bank. He couldn't get in contact with them. But basically, it was my stepmom, and she was like, that's kind of sketchy, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he went in the morning to, I think, somewhere, and we don't know where he went. And now we find out that there's money in the bank or whatever. Like, if you really think about it, he was telling my dad, like, she was telling my dad, like, talk to him, like, make sure that he's telling the truth, and la. So he went to the room. I thought I got away with a lie, and I definitely didn't, because he was telling me, what happened? Like, are you telling me the truth? La. And I was like, I was in my head, I was thinking, like, no, pops, like dad, like, I wasn't, basically I have this friend, and I was just trying to make money, and la. So he found out, and, you know, in his face, like, you could just see the disappointment in my father, like, and you know what I'm saying? That was tough. That was a tough year too, because I also failed one of the classes that I was doing in college. So I already failed the class, and now this situation. So he's thinking like, yo, my own son lied to me. Like, how can my own son lie to me? Like, I can't believe like he would do something like that. So then I'm like, I'm just so disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in what I was scared, because I didn't know what my father was gonna do. So my father, he was just crying in my face, and that was the craziest thing ever. Like, you see me right now, I'm getting kind of like a little, like, you know what I'm saying, like teary or whatever, or not, but I don't know. It was a crazy situation, and yeah, my father was tight. He was sad. He was disappointed. He had so much emotions, and I saw it in his face, and then it just made me feel terrible. And the next day, no, not even the next day, he went out the room, and then he went back in the room, and he took my phone, and you know what I'm saying? He took my phone. He took it for the night. I was like, okay, like, hopefully my friend does not text me about none of that, la. And then, you know what I'm saying? He was asking me, my father was asking me, what about the guy? Like, what about your friend? Like, your friend Drew, where he lives. And in my head, I'm thinking, I don't want to get my friend in trouble, you know what I'm saying? But because my father, man, he was gonna call the cops and all of that, man. And I was scared out of my mind. So basically, he kept telling me, he was thinking actually in his head, yo, should I even call my own son to get arrested or something? Like, should I do something like that, or should I not? Should I take him myself into jail, like whatever? Because I was younger at the time, and I was just dumb, man. I was just dumb, and he was disappointed, and he didn't know how to handle it. And my stepmom was like, you know what I'm saying? Think about it, you know what I'm saying? That's your son, and don't do that, whatever. Or if you do what you want to do, but do it for the right reasons. And you know what I'm saying? We make mistakes, guys. If you don't make mistakes, you're like, everybody makes mistakes. Nobody is perfect. But at the end of the day, so now, yeah, basically nobody's perfect. And you know, my father, he got my phone for the night. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of nervous. I'm like, yo, hopefully my friend doesn't text me. Hopefully nobody texts me no crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. Sometimes friends text you dumb stuff, and I don't want my father to see dumb stuff on my phone or whatever. So that's what happened. The next morning, literally, I couldn't even sleep in the night. I couldn't even sleep. I was crying myself. I was so disappointed in myself. I couldn't even sleep. And he told me, yo, we're going to get up in the morning. We're going to go to the bank and we're going to figure this out. I was like, okay. And I really could not sleep. I was just thinking about the situation. And it was just such a bad situation, guys. I'm telling you. Whew. But the next morning, let's talk about the next morning. Me and my father, we both went to the bank. It was what, 9 in the morning or 10 in the morning. It was early. So I barely got any sleep. I just couldn't sleep as well. Because you know what I'm saying? When you nervous and when you think too much, you know you can't sleep. But yeah. So me and my father, we ended up going to the bank. You know what I'm saying? We ended up doing that. And we ended up telling the person we want to close the account. And yeah, we want to close the account. And because we didn't think of no other thing. He called somebody that he knew that worked in a bank before, and she said, yeah, close the account, try to get rid of that. So that's what we did. It was one of the banks. So we went to the teller and we said we wanted to close the account. We signed the paperwork. We did everything to close the account. Now that doesn't end it, man. Like the disappointment in my father's face, that doesn't change. You know what I'm saying? My father's a person that you mess up. You know what I'm saying? He's going to make sure he lets you know that you messed up. But at the end of the day, then he had me actually call my friend Drew and tell him, yo, because Drew and me, we had a plan, you know what I'm saying? I was going to take $300? He was going to take $400, something like that. It was going to be like something like that. Because it was like $700. So we was going to split it. So how you going to split $700, you know what I'm saying? But he had me call him, and I called my friend and I told him, yo, I had to close the account. And you know what I'm saying? When you think about scamming, or when you think about people, you know, I mean, like that situation, you know, basically people hate to hear that stuff because, like, you know, you putting in time to make this money, you know what I'm saying? And you basically trying to get money. And I told him, yo, I got to close the account. And then he just hanged up, you know what I'm saying? And it was a tough situation after that. But yeah, after that, I was just disappointed in myself. I made sure to tell myself, yo, I'm never going to do nothing like that ever again in my life. I was scared for my life. I didn't know what my father was going to do. I didn't know what was going to happen to me. I didn't know what was going to happen. But yeah, man, it's just about like making smart decisions and trusting your gut. Because you know what I'm saying? If you get into a situation like that, trust your gut. If you feel like it's wrong, do not keep going. You know what I'm saying? Get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Find a way to get out of there. Find the best way to get out of there and just escape, basically, man. Because if you know in your heart that that's not the right thing to do, don't do it. And as a young kid, I just was thinking about making easy money. And like I said, there's no such thing as easy money, man. So yeah. At the end of the day, I gained my father's trust back, you know what I'm saying? And I've never done anything like that in my life again. And yeah, so you can definitely learn from your mistakes, guys. But if you enjoyed the video, man, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and just keep coming to the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed the story. And yeah, I love you guys. Have a good one, y'all.